Welcome to our summer series from Simplify,
where we're going to preview all the things we're going to do this summer.
Yes.
That are going to be enjoyable and a lot of fun.
Yes. So the two big things we're doing this summer, in addition to the things that we always do, like helping students and families with college applications and homeschool planning, are that we have a paperwork family, a senior parent retreat. Why is that so funny? I couldn't remember what we were saying. It's like we've got a paperwork / senior parent support retreat
/ fun time out.
Oh yeah, no, it is going to be fun actually.
Yeah,
I'm psyched.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's good. No, I wasn't laughing.
No, okay, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We have a lot of great activities planned. We're in an awesome town called Stanton, which we're in right now.
Yes, this is our awesome office
with a great view, and this is actually where this amazing retreat will be held.
Yes,
along with various spots in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And we would love to see you out there.
Yeah,
and we'd love to help support you through paperwork, which can be a little stressful.
I think a lot of it is just going to be gearing up. How can you be your high school senior's school counselor in the toughest year? Like, because, your kid's toughest year is their junior year.
Right.
But your toughest year is their senior year. I mean, it's a tough year for them too, but I think it's,
I think senior year is kind of, in the beginning it's tough for seniors because they're applying to all those colleges.
Yes, and for some kids making the decision is tough. It just, it depends on what their option, depends on what happens.
Yeah.
But it's not, usually you still have to have a good trajectory with your coursework and everything,
but not like junior year.
No, it's not like junior year. It's usually a little bit less intensive.
And it should be.
It should be.
If anyone's wondering.
Yes. But a lot of that is we're talking about, we're going to have a little thing about how to celebrate your student and how to guide
celebrate
them.
yourself.
Yeah, how to go in. And that's really what it is. That's why we're focusing on the paperwork piece, because when you go in having that done, then you can focus on your kid and what they need and supporting them and, being enthusiastic about the process instead of freaking out that you basically are applying to college too, which it's not you,
And that's true, because in our group, starting in July, we start seeing questions about this. Then September, then October about the paperwork, and it'll still go on through December.
Oh yeah.
And parents are freaking out,
yes.
And some parents don't know what they're doing, which is fine. I mean, it's very hard and overwhelming.
Nobody knows. It's like
But this way,
why would you know?
You get it done by July 28th through the 30th. So by August 1st, it's all done.
Yes.
The retreat's the 28th through the 30th.
Yeah.
And you may do a few things afterwards, but you got to upload it and update and change a few things. But for the most part, it's all done, including that counselor letter, which is so stressful.
Yeah.
And that'll be done.
And
then you can just guide your senior and help them as best you can.
And
just enjoy yourself.
Yeah. And so that's our big thing this summer. It's new, and we've got, we've some signups, but we're hoping to have a nice little group.
Yeah.
And it will be small. It'll be, a lot of attention.
Purposefully small.
We're keeping
for the first year.
Yeah, we're keeping it purposefully small.
And I know a lot of people have written to me on Facebook and in our group that they want us to offer this in different locations in the country.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes, and maybe we could do one West Coast next year. Chicago.
Yeah.
Midwest.
I like these ideas.
Yeah, so depending on how it goes, we will hopefully update you on that later. I'm so excited. We're gonna have a lot of fun with. I just want everyone to know it's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah,
and
there's so many good coffee shops and bakeries and food here. It's like a little foodie town, and
it's a cute town.
It's adorable. As I was walking around with Jill, I was like, this town is really adorable.
Cute shops, cute old architecture.
Yeah.
Great restaurants, great coffee shops, things to do.
Yeah.
And go out and do things.
Yeah, we've got some little activities planned. So it'll be a fun time. And then the other thing we're doing this summer,
going to Europe.
That's you.
It's me.
I wish I was going to Europe.
Maybe in the fall.
Yes.
To look
maybe.
at colleges.
Yeah.
The other thing we're doing is our little summer series.
Yes, so we're going to do a summer series. It's going to be a whole kind of soup to nuts, 8th grade all the way through graduation series on how to homeschool to college.
Homeschool to college.
Mm-hmm. And we've got like 6 episodes planned out. We were just planning them out. And
it could change.
Yeah, a little bit, but I think
part.
we've got it. I mean, like it's some themes that we're going to talk about. I mean, we've got them. It's like linear a little bit because we're going to talk about like middle school and like preparing for high school in the first episode, all the way through. Like the last couple are going to be much more about the application process and senior year and
the parent
side and the parent job.
So from middle school all the way to the parents' paperwork and everything in between.
And we've got some themes. Like I was thinking, one of the themes that we wanted to talk about was like, why not to let your kid peak too soon?
It's very important.
That's why we're starting with middle school actually, because that is something we've seen. So we're going to talk about that.
That's an issue that's come up this year over and over again a little bit.
Yeah, and previous years too, but we've seen it a lot recently.
Yeah.
And I think there's things to think about when you've got a kid who's doing really advanced work in one area or across the board.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, you don't want to stop them. You don't want to stop them from doing that, but you got to just be aware.
There's ways to manage it and ways to deal with that.
And you don't want them to look like they did all this amazing stuff in 9th, and then by senior year they're burned out. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah, and then the other thing too is that we were going to talk about that's sort of a theme running through it is how to let go of your goals for education and let your kids' needs and goals
take the lead.
Yep. And I was thinking about this, that this is something like the school where I taught years ago, I don't know if I've ever told you this, it had this it had like an unofficial motto that was like to teach as we were not taught. And it's like,
I love that.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, like, and to give students what they need instead of what we want them to have or what we think they should have, but what they need.
This is so hard for some families because they start homeschooling because they have very specific goals in mind of the kind of education they want their kids to have.
Yes.
And sometimes it's very different than the education they had. And
sometimes
that's why it is so important to them.
Yeah, because it's what they missed.
It's what they missed or what they craved.
Right.
Or what they crave right now.
Sometimes it's what they had that they thought was so good. Sometimes it's what they missed. Sometimes, and what's kind of funny is that, like, actually that kind of should be what elementary school at homeschool.
Oh yeah, I think that's great.
Because that's when, you should take the lead for the most part. I mean, you want to listen to your kids, you want to be responsive, but it's okay to kind of have your own goals and do what you think is the best course.
And the middle school, you kind of transition a little bit. You're listening more and more to your kid. There might be specific interests they really want to dive into.
Yes.
And then high school.
Yeah.
Is where you kind of need to step back a little bit.
Yes.
I mean, not completely, obviously.
No. I mean, there's ways you have to be still hands-on, but I think it's more about the vision.
And if it's matching up with your students' goals.
Yes, exactly. If that style matches with your students' goals.
Yeah. So we're going to discuss junior year, senior year.
The timeline of sort of how to think about things. The issues that people are always asking about, like AP or dual enrollment or neither and when.
Yeah.
There's all these sort of things that come up over and over. How much do I need to track? We're going to cover all those kinds of things.
Also a timeline. We get a question a lot. It's like, when do you start working on college applications?
Yeah.
So we'll discuss that for the student side.
Yes, absolutely. So I think those are the main things. So
anything else we're doing this summer?
So I think that's enough. I think it'll be good.
Yeah,
I'm psyched. We're getting started, like recording episodes and editing.
I know we're gonna edit. We're gonna if you don't follow us on Facebook or Instagram, follow us. We're gonna post a lot of these little clips and everything there. Yes. We have a group that is awesome and growing on Facebook called College Confident Homeschoolers. We'd love to have you join. Yeah. Lots of great parents there answering questions for you.
Oh yeah, there's lots of great advice there.
Yeah, so it's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you.